The concept for the type Volkswagen importer Ben Pon. It has similarities in concept to the 1920s Rumpeler Tropfenwagen and 1930s dim-action car by Buckminster Fuller, neither of which reached production. Pon visited Wolfsburg in 1946, intending to purchase Type 1s for import to the Netherlands, where he saw a plot-in wagon, an improvised parts mover based on the Type 1 chassis, and realized something better was possible using the stock Type 1 pan. He first sketched the van in a doodle dated April 23, 1947, proposing a payload of 690 kilograms, 1,520 pounds, and placing the driver at the very front. The sketch is now in the Rijksmuseum. Production would have to wait, however, as the factory was at capacity producing the Type 1. When capacity freed up, a prototype known internally as the Type 29 was produced in a short 3 months. The stock Type 1 pan proved to be too weak, so the prototype used a ladder chassis with unique body construction. Coincidentally, the wheelbase was the same as the Type 1's. Engineers reused the reduction gear from the Type 82, enabling the 1.5-ton van to use a 25 horsepower, 19 kilowatts, flat-4 engines. Although the aerodynamics of the first prototypes were poor, with an initial drag coefficient of, engineers used the wind tunnel at the Technical University of Braunschweig to optimize the design. Simple changes such as splitting the windshield and roofline into a V helped the production Type 2 achieve CD equals 0.44, exceeding the Type 1 CD equals 0.48. Volkswagen's new chief executive officer Heinz Nordhoff, appointed January 1, 1948, approved the van for production on May 19, 1949, and the first production model, now designated Type 2, rolled off the assembly line to debut 12 November. Only 2 models were offered: the Combi, with 2 side windows and middle and rear seats that were easily removable by one person, and the Commercial. The Microbus was added in May 1950, joined by the Deluxe Microbus in June 1951. In all, 9,541 Types 2s were produced in their first year of production. An ambulance model was added in December 1951, which repositioned the fuel tank in front of the transaxle, put the spare tire behind the front seat, and added a tailgate-style rear door. These features became standard on the Type 2 from 1955 to 1967. 11,805 Type 2s were built in the 1951 model year. These were joined by a single cab pickup in August 1952, and it changed the least of the Type 2s until all were heavily modified in 1968. Unlike other rear-engine Volkswagens, which evolved constantly over time but never saw the introduction of all new models, the Transporter not only evolved, but was completely revised periodically with variations retrospectively referred to as versions T1 to T5, a nomenclature only invented after the introduction of the front-drive T4, which replaced the T3. However, only generations T1 to T3 can be seen as directly related to the Beetle. See below for details.